What is going on? I'm zmot. I have been hunting high and low for operation attacks and uses for rocket choppas. I've come across 2 so far. So if you have one more or multiple, please hit me up in the comments. So far, circuit board on a low level account, I have gone wide around back, gotten these shield generators, then come all the way back over into this mine area, and then flared those shield generators, cleared all the shield generators using rocket choppas, using the fact that they can fly over all of these mines to my advantage. Now that is not super sexy. It's not something that I want to scream from the rooftop or anything like that, but there is an attack that I'm interested and excited about doing, and that is this one. For those of you who have used bombardiers to open Boomtown, you might have an inkling of what I'm thinking about here. We're going to go left. We're going to get these shield generators using bombardiers. Then we're going to go right over all of these mines and hopefully get all 6 shield generators, simply because shock launchers don't range rocket choppas. Now, this rocket launcher is going to be a bit of a pain. Otherwise, nothing else ranges. So there's a lot of potential here. I don't have any idea if it's going to work or not, but I figured, you know what? If I'm going to do a rocket choppa map clear, we probably should start out with something fun and exciting. So this is what we're going to do. If it doesn't work, hopefully it gives you an idea of something to try out. If not, that's fine too. Anyways, what we're going to do is clear these 2 mines. Those are the only ones we need to clear. You can drop 3, 1, 2, 3 right into there, and then we're going to flare all the way back and get all of our bombardiers walking, hopefully getting all 9 of them back into the kill zone. I always end up screwing up these smoke locations, trying to save a smoke. I think we managed to do it so far. We're going to find out very quickly. So you only need, what's that, 4, 5 smokes? Our smokes are going to be super critical, simply because we're going to have to barrage down this rocket behind the core, I think. I was thinking of shocking it, but with the barrage damage tribe, I figured, you know what? Let's throw all of our gunboat energy back there. Now that that flare has expired, we're going to drop... Oh, this is the problem. You see this right here? This rocket launcher right here is going to cause us some problem. So I'm going to hack it just to get all of our things going. And then I'm going to drop 1 bombardier over in here, hoping to get rid of all of the things. There's a lot going on here. My only fear was that rocket launcher not going down, because what I wanted to do is get rid of this sniper tower, also get rid of the machine gun so I don't have to smoke over them with our friendly neighborhood rocket choppas. It looks like that's not going to happen. But on the plus side, we do have all of our, what are those things called? All of our shield generators on that left-hand side down, so we can get our rocket choppas flying. Now, this is where things start to get a bit dicey. We need to get them back there and running. Gonna use 1 more smoke. 1 more smoke, getting them going. We desperately need them to get out of range of everything. And at this point, we've got 2 minutes to clear some shield generators. So pretty darn excited about this so far. Now, the next step, if you know this attack, is we need to clear all of these mines right in here so that players who are going to follow after us can walk along that fancy little walk that's there. Starting to get a bit low on time. I'd really like to get rid of those shore rocket launchers. Now, this attack, not super perfect, simply because that shore rocket launcher is going to pose a problem for our troops. Someone's going to have to smoke to get back there, so it's not perfect, but overall, if we can get 6 shield generators on 1 attack using rocket choppas, that's pretty sexy stuff, I think. Just trying to find a use for rocket choppas. They are a little bit wimpy, not super duper strong, but the fact that they can fly over top of mines, you have to exploit that a little bit. So managed to get all of those things down. Now, at this point, I don't really know what's going to be next. Probably should be saving up for a barrage. If I can get 1 barrage and possibly clear this shore rocket launcher, I'm going to call that a win. Otherwise, we're just farming. We have cleared all of the required mines. We're going to keep dropping artillery. That rocket launcher is so close to going down. Just need one more building. Now that shock launcher has turned. The fact that it's turned means, yes, we have lost a rocket chopper. Look at that. We've cleared the shore rocket launcher. We've cleared the left-hand side shield gens. And we've cleared these back right shield gens. Pretty darn happy with that. Rocket Choppas for the win. Now, there is an attack where you use Heavy and Zuka or Heavy and Bombardiers to the right-hand side, but we would have had to use the barrage to get rid of some of these shock mines and stuff, potentially. So we've managed to get rid of one rocket back there, one rocket at the front, and we just wasted a little bit of GBE as I was showing you guys what was going on. Anyways, I'll be back in a sec. Gonna switch accounts, and then we'll do some more Rocket Choppa fun. Okay, so we are back on the zmot account, unboosted. Now, what I want to do here is show you some potential Rocket Choppa troop combos. Now, Rocket Choppas are not super duper strong, but you know what? There's something different, so I really like to embrace the something different because it just mixes the game up, makes things a little bit more interesting and fun, and it's not every day that you get to try and create something. Like that Operation Attack had never been done before yesterday, so I get to claim that. Now, my previous claim to fame was the Everspark shield on Titan. I really enjoyed coming up with that attack. That was probably 3-4 years ago, and I probably have a video somewhere, but trying to dig that up, good luck. If you post that in the comments down below, I will give you an emoji cookie. Otherwise, we're just going to get going. We're using, instead of using G-Med tanks or just tanks and bombardiers and grenadiers, I figured, you know what? Let's mix some Rocket Choppas in. Now, the thing about bombardiers is they do hit mines, and that can be a bit of... Gotta cut that out. Let's add some Do Not Disturb. Sorry about that. Had a bit of a problem with a message coming in. Again, all day long, that has been a problem, so just not good. Now, the previous ones are phone calls, and I cannot ignore phone calls, so my phone is set up to Do Not Disturb, but when phone calls come in, they override that because the nature of my life / job / whatever the heck you want to call it. Now, we have one Rocket Choppa left. As you can see, there are Rocket Choppas like to get in front of our tanks. They're a little bit fast. Now, I've got a bit of a beef with Rocket Choppas. I'll show you what it is in just a minute. But for now, I should have been using more barrages, but that WhatsApp message coming in definitely screwed me up as I take note of the timestamp so I can cut that out, just like Uncle Jesse said on Full House. My kids love Full House. I don't know about you guys, but they're digging up the old episodes of Full House from like the 90s. I probably should get them onto Saved by the Bell next. I don't know. Just bad TV from days gone by. Now, here's my beef. Number one, can I artillery that? No, you can't artillery your own Rocket Choppas, it seems. Here's the problem that I've got. If we go into our armory and we have a look at our troops, if we look at heavies, for example, heavies are listed as moderate speed. Makes sense, they're pretty fast. Riflemen, moderate speed. Zukas, slow. If we look at warriors, for example, warriors are listed as fast. Rocket Choppas are listed as slow. So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So what we're going to do here is just for... Now, Cosmic Duo is the master of this. They do the Troop Olympics. Big shout out to them for doing things that I do not think about doing, or I don't have a lot of interest in it, but at the same time, I do like to see the results of it. So shout out to them for those sorts of videos for certain. I really like Cosmic Duo. They get a bit of flack in the community, but they are fantastic people. And I talk to Christian all the time. So anyways, I don't know if that's considered a humble brag or not. What we're going to do here is we are going to just straight up drop all of these troops. We're going to drop a smoke in there, and then I'm just going to flare the headquarters. Now, I think that if Rocket Choppas are considered slow, then why the heck are they beating our warriors to that base? That does not make any sense to me whatsoever. So I feel like that is 1000% a visual glitch that should not be there. So Supercell, please tell me why the heck Rocket Choppas are considered as slow, because they just beat a fast troop to the core. So Cosmic Duo, if you're out there, please include the Rocket Choppas in your Troop Olympics and tell me why the heck they're listed as slow. I want to see Helicopter Fast, because Helicopter Slow, is there different categories? Helicopter Slow versus Troop Slow does not make a lot of sense. Also, don't use Rocket Choppas with Warriors, not a great idea. But on the flip side, I have been using Rocket Choppas with Heavies, kind of like a heavy Zuka, with the Zukas not being susceptible to mines, and it's not super awesome, but at the same time, it's not bad. So we're going to show you a quick replay where I'm going to do something ridiculous using that, and it's all about the mines. You can see all of these mines in here. Our Zukas, you know, there'd be one Zuka who'd be like, oh, look, something pretty, and then they would just ruin everything by running over the mines. Rocket Choppas do not have that issue whatsoever. They just float like bumblebees, like honeybees. I think we just saw a player named Honeybee on the map. That's why I tried to get that out into there. Little bit of a strange reference. We've got all of our Rocket Choppas underneath our smokes. Here's the problem. One of them decided it didn't want to stay underneath the smoke, and it popped out. Not the end of the world, but something you need to be aware of. Just because your Zukas stay underneath smokes does not mean that your Rocket Choppas are going to. Now, Rocket Choppas don't do a ton of damage, as you can see here. We're not getting a ton of bang for our buck here, but on the plus side, that shock launcher cannot see them, so it can't shock them. So we get some pluses, some pluses, some bonuses. No, some pluses, some negatives, some pros, some cons. Generally speaking, Rocket Choppa's not really worth using, I don't think. If you found something that is just, oh my gosh, amazing with Rocket Choppas, I would love to see it. But generally speaking, they need to be mixed in with something, and they're supposed to be slow, but they're actually fast. So I don't like that. If they were a little bit slower, it might be worthwhile. If they stayed on the map, it might be also worthwhile, but they're something different. They definitely need some tweaking. You can see that they look like they're underneath smoke. They shouldn't be underneath smoke. We've got Bullet coming in hot here, and that should be enough for all of our Rocket Choppas to burn this base down. Sitting there above a flamethrower. Now, someone decided to tell me in chat that they don't outrange machine guns. I can assure you they do outrange machine guns. Let's just quickly show you their ranges here. They have 9.5 range. Machine guns have 9. That means that if you have 8 Rocket Choppas against a machine gun, they're going to bunch up. Just like Bombardiers outrange sniper towers and mortars, sometimes they don't. Zukas outrange flamethrowers, but then again, sometimes they don't. So if it's 1v1, Rocket Choppas are going to take machine guns all day, every day. You know what? Let's prove that point right here, right now, as long as I don't have some hidden something or other. If we drop our one Rocket Choppa right in here, look at that. Rocket Choppa in range of that machine gun, no problem at all. Coming straight on, taking out the machine gun, no problem. So if you're going to come into my comments and say something that's not true, I'm probably going to prove you wrong. Anyways, taking down Squiggles, Rocket Choppers do, I promise, outrange machine guns, as shown by my graphic here. They also outrange Boom Surprises. Here's the thing, though. You're going to have to get that Boom Surprise to pop up. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Now, other intelligent questions I got were how many spots do they take up in the landing craft? And the answer to that is 14. They take up 14 spots, which is about on par with Scorcher's like 21, I think. Yeah, Scorcher's 21. Boom, knowledge bombs. So you need to have level, I think it's like, I don't even know what level it is, but as you can see here, level 22 landing crafts have room for, let's just see, 26 people, so level 10 landing crafts or so. More importantly, you need to have your armory at level 13 or 14 in order to get them. Let's keep going. We're going to do one more attack, then we'll call it a day, simply because this base is awful. Wow. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw one barrage there, and then we're just going to use one Rocket Choppa like this, and we're going to send it all the way to the back. And please, repeat this attack over and over again. This person has the dreaded base that I was talking about the other day on my sneak peek. They have only a flamethrower guarding their base, and that is not a base setup you want, because nothing is going to protect their base. We are just sitting back here clearing their entire base from off the map. All we have to do is look out for pine trees. Otherwise, this base is going down with zero issues whatsoever. So all the rest of the troops just hanging out on the landing crafts. I kind of wish you could see the landing crafts floating offshore or something like that, but just absolutely crushing this base with one rocket chopper. This person's going to share in their task force, rocket choppers are too op. This base is not fair. Anyways, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys have some fun use for rocket choppers. If you found an operation attack where they are completely amazing, so useful and op, I would love to hear from you. That Boomtown hit though, pretty happy with how that turned out. I did not expect that to go nearly quite so well, especially doing it live in front of a studio audience. Anyways, let me know if you have a use for bombardiers. More importantly, if you have a more on topic, if you have a use for rocket choppas, because I'd love to hear from you. Hit me up with screenshots, with recordings, with pictures. Otherwise, please go take down bases using one rocket choppa. It feels incredibly good, and it just feels completely unfair at the same time. So I'm going to share that in my task force. Please, if you take down a base with one rocket choppa, also share it in your task force. Maybe say zmot sent me, something fun like that. Don't always include a bike emoji as well. Doesn't hurt to use emojis. I always overuse hashtags, overuse emojis. Anyways, as always, thanks for coming in. This video is filmed on Monday, released on Tuesday, because I just get sick and tired of releasing videos late in the morning, early afternoon. I miss releasing videos in the morning, so a morning video it is. Hopefully it gets to you people in the Europe, yes, I just said in the Europe, before you guys head out for dinner, because it's just been too late for you guys. I don't intend to neglect you guys, it just happens because of time zones and stuff. Anyways, let me know which time zone you're in, how you're using rocket choppas, and what your favorite emoji is. I'm zmot, as always. Thanks for coming in. Peace!